Can someone please tell me why anyone would be supporting Myka Stauffer or the Stauffer family? Especially Myka. She's such a terrible mother, and after giving away her Chinese adopted son, Huxley, I could not imagine being her friend or supporting her channel or anything involving Myka. But today we're going to play a little game where we walk through her friends and who supports her and who doesn't, because there's still a big handful of people here on YouTube who supports Myka Stauffer and what she did to Huxley. So get ready, pay close attention, grab a snack, and wash it down with some hot tea. Again, if you don't know who the Stauffer family is, they are a YouTube family here on YouTube. Myka has her own channel with 687,000 subscribers, and her husband James has his own channel called Stauffer's Garage, where he details cars. And they both became super famous when they released a video where they talked about giving up their Chinese adopted son named Huxley. And keep in mind, guys, their subscribers paid for this child. They did like a GoFundMe charity moment, had their subscribers pay for this child. They never fully adopted him, and then they just gave him up after having him for a couple of years and making a ton of money off of him. I know a lot of you guys watch the Dad's Challenge podcast, aka Josh, and I just want to say, of course, I know about his videos, and we actually have a collaboration where we did a little interview moment, and if you have not seen that, definitely go check it out on his channel. But I am definitely up to date with his Myka coverage, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the friends that Myka has had in the past who still support her and those who don't support her any longer. I can't imagine supporting her, but some people still do, and it is problematic and kind of crazy. So let's just get right into it. Let's start off with Aaryn Williams. She is a mommy vlogger here on YouTube. She first got fame from Big Brother season 15, where she was super problematic, but now she's here on YouTube with 360,000 subscribers. So do you guys think that Aaryn Williams possibly supports Myka Stauffer? Give yourself a second and think about it. Ding, 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 ding. Well, if you said yes, you are correct, because she does support Myka Stauffer. Someone messaged her, please tell me you do not still support Myka Stauffer. I love your family, but I cannot continue to support you if you support someone like that. Period. It makes sense. Like, I could never support a mother who would do that to a child, especially one that she adopted. She wrote back, you don't know the full story. Excuse me? What do you mean we don't know the full story? I know enough to say, oh, Myka Stauffer is wrong. And if you even look at this picture, this duct tape picture, that still irks me every single day. Like, this is so problematic. This is a crime, and no child should have their fist duct taped because they are sucking on their thumb, especially when her other children are over here sucking on their thumbs all day and they're not getting in trouble for it. But I guess we just don't know the full story, right? She continues, I think it would be wise for you not to be so judgmental. Feel free to unfollow. Ugh, I just have to say, when someone says, feel free to unfollow or stop watching me, I cringe a little inside, because like, this is your job. This is what you do. Imagine if you told every single person to unfollow you, you would have no one left and no career. So be a little bit more thankful and gracious of your followers, and don't just tell them to go away when you don't agree with what they're saying or what they're claiming or what they're asking you for. Let's move on to our next family, the Sacconejoly. I think that's how you say it. I actually looked it up on YouTube, so let's hear what she has to say.
Sacconejoly.
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 Sacconejoly. Okay, I'm not that familiar with this family, but I wanted to bring them up because the mother, Anna, has made a statement when it comes to Miss Myka Stauffer. This channel has 1.82 million subscribers, which is a ton of people, a huge platform, and a lot of people watching you. So what do you think Anna said when she was asked about the Myka Stauffer situation? I'll give you guys a second at home. Ding, ding, do, do, do. Well, if you said you believe that she does support Myka Stauffer, you are correct, because she does. Someone asked her on an Instagram story about her thoughts on Myka Stauffer. She said, like with all people who are victims of cancel culture. And I just have to say, I don't think of Myka as a victim at all. I think about Huxley as a victim. And if you're going to talk about cancel culture, I feel like cancel culture, sometimes it's discussed in a way where it's like, oh, like, they didn't do something that bad, yet they're canceled. But in this case, Myka did do something that was really bad. She did commit a crime, in my opinion, and she treated this boy terribly for some time. So she justifiably is canceled. But continuing, how can any of us point fingers at someone or pass judgment on someone when we don't know the full story? Again, what is the full story? Like, how is Huxley so terrible that you had to give him away? It just blows my mind how people were so quick to start a witch hunt. I met her. I thought she was a lovely person. I have no clue what's happening and I don't care because it's not my business. I haven't unfollowed her because she has never given me a reason to. I love how she's just sitting in her Chanel shoes talking about how she doesn't care. And when she says, oh, I just don't care, when she says, I have no clue and I do not care, it makes me think that you just have no empathy for children at all. To think that you just have no care at all for what happened to Huxley. You don't want to listen to it. You don't want to hear it. You don't care. It's none of your business. Well, I hope your children don't ever have to go through something terrible like that, because this is awful. This is someone's life. And when you're saying, yeah, I don't really care, it's like, imagine other people who could be doing this to more children on YouTube and using them as little child stars. Like, you should probably care. This is my first time interacting with the whole Sacconejoly family, and actually people have asked me for some time to make a video about them, so maybe I will, but this interaction right here left a bad taste in my mouth. Let's switch gears and talk about another influencer, Brianna K. She's also known as Bits of Brit, and she has 375,000 subscribers here on YouTube. She is a YouTube mommy, and she's actually good friends with Myka Stauffer. As you guys can see, they have so many pictures together, going on vacations, hanging out. They were definitely besties. So her reaction to the whole situation is very key, because this woman was really close to Myka from the jump. Well, do you guys think that Brianna supports Myka? Because honestly, it is tea when we come down to it, because she spoke about this on her podcast, and listen to what she had to say about the whole situation.
Responded to the situation the way that they did. I think it's incredibly heartbreaking and devastating news. And I just want to say, Myka was somebody who was there for me during the darkest time of my life when I was losing my dad. She was the only YouTuber who showed up to my dad's funeral, and Myka never cared about my views or my subs. That was never why she was friends with me. And I just want to be honest, she was a genuine friend. It was not about business. She was a genuine friend. We are not currently speaking because of the situation, and I don't know if we'll talk again. And it's been really hard because I care a lot about her. And it does make me hurt that I feel like she was really there for me and I couldn't really be there for her.
That was tea, and honestly a respectful answer, just because they are really close, or they were really close. Obviously they're not speaking anymore, but she shared how Myka went to her dad's funeral and how they had a real friendship, and I find it really interesting that Brianna K drops Myka like that, yet other people who aren't as close to Myka are still standing up for her even though they barely know her. Like, why is Sacconejoly over here standing up for Myka when they've met one time, yet Brianna K has had a full-on friendship with her, and she's ready to disconnect over this topic because it is so crazy what Myka did to Huxley. Well, here's another picture of Brianna with Myka, and as you guys can see, they're on a little winter wonderland trip, and actually you can see that Tiffany Beaston is also in the mix in this picture, which we have not talked about Tiffany yet. So let's go ahead and talk about Tiffany Beaston. If you guys don't know her, she is another mommy influencer here on YouTube. There are so many of them, and they're all like connected, which is so weird. But here she is, and I want you guys to think for a second, do you believe that, you know, Tiffany supports Myka, or what are your thoughts? Because Tiffany has close to 500,000 subscribers here on YouTube. She's a pretty big influencer, and I feel like her views on this does matter, and I'm interested to see what she has to say. So, do you guys think that Tiffany supports Myka? Ding, 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 ding. What do you think? Well, actually, this is a big screenshot. It seems like she doesn't. She's actually one of those who do not support Myka Stauffer. And let me show you why. Actually, Crystal Ball posted this picture, and she was talking about the Stauffers and how much money they have, yet they cannot, you know, take care of their child. And Tiffany was actually included in this picture, in a group picture. And she commented on this photo on Instagram, and I'm going to read it to you guys right now. It really sucks that my photo is on here. I just want everyone to know that I don't support her or what she did, and even before this, we haven't been friends for a few months before any of this came out. I wish I had any info on Huxley, but I don't. The only thing I do know is that he is a sweet and loving boy who deserves the world and the best chance at life. I know all of this gives vloggers a bad name, especially the ones who used to be friends with her, but please know that we are not all bad. My heart breaks for Huxley knowing him in real life. He's an amazing little boy. Period, Tiffany. Honestly, respect to Tiffany for just writing that out and being one of the only influencers to go against Myka in this whole situation. It was so easy for Aaryn Williams to just say, you know, unfollow me if you want to. But this woman, Tiffany, who I'm also not that familiar with, she dug a little deeper and thought about the boy. She thought about how sweet Huxley was, and she said that no one ever deserves this, which is 100% fact. Like, no one ever deserves this. No one should ever have to have their hand duct taped because they are sucking on their thumb. Like, that alone is so problematic, and I cannot imagine being a YouTuber here and supporting Myka Stauffer while she does these type of things. At the end of the day, Huxley is safe right now in a new home, and hopefully it is his forever home. It's like his 4th home, so like, please, just give the boy a loving home. He is a sweet and adorable child, like Tiffany said, and he deserves the world. Myka Stauffer should have never taken that away from him, and that's why she's wrong. And that's why I don't think anyone here on this platform should support her, because if they support her, their morals or standards must be low. And I'm not trying to support families with that low of morals that would do something like that to their children. Like, ew. But what do you guys think in the comments below? Leave a comment if you guys know any other influencers who have talked about Myka in the past. I heard that, like, from the Millers, maybe Grace did. I couldn't find anything online, so comment below what you guys think, and do you support Myka Stauffer? I'll go ahead and say you probably don't, but leave a comment in the comments if you do, because I, like, want to hear why. Until next time, I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye.